Hey there, my friends, it's Brad, the Bearded Piper, and I hope you all are having a great day. I hope the wind doesn't interfere too much with the sound quality, and I don't know why I looked up like that, because I can't see the wind. I mean, and neither can you. You can hear it, but you can feel it, but you can't see it. But it's a beautiful morning. It's like 65 degrees outside, and it's only 10:30, and it's February 15th, and I live in southwestern Pennsylvania, and typically this time of the year, everything's frozen, and I'm enjoying it, even though I am battling a cold. That's why I sound a little funny. It started on Monday night, and yesterday it just progressively got worse. I was miserable when we went to bed last night. Took some cold medicine this morning, and I'm feeling okay, and I'm sure it's not over, and if it's anything at all like the cold that my wife is working on getting over, it's going to get worse before it gets better. She felt a little bit better, and then it kind of came back full force, but I'm hoping that I can kick it better than she was able to. But over the last few days, I managed to be very, very, very successful on the internet. I managed to score 2 things on eBay, and then yesterday morning when I woke up in the Briar Reports newsletter, which came out late. What time did it come out? Yeah, actually it came out yesterday morning at 4:40 or 4:58 in the morning, and I read it probably about 5:15. But he had a little blurb in the newsletter about pulvers, briars, and they had some tins for a customer that they were looking to get rid of. So I emailed Marty about those, and I managed to do well there too. So over the next few days, you're going to see a couple different box openings, bags openings, pouch openings, whatever you want to call them, of some of the really cool things that I managed to pick up. So right now, today is going to be the very first one, and I already took the liberty of cutting open the top so you didn't have to watch that. I have not pulled the pipe out. Now, this one came from eBay. It was from Tim West Pipes in Columbus, Ohio, and Tim is John, my buddy from the Pipe Club, talks a lot about Tim, and I was really excited to see that he had a Brigham on there. And I watched this Brigham, and I watched this Brigham, and I watched this Brigham, and I'm like, you know what? I can't live without it. And if I bid against you, I'm sorry, but I actually set my maximum bid pretty high because I really, really, really wanted to score this pipe. Included a little flyer here on the 2023 NASPAC, the North American Society of Pipe Collectors Columbus show. It's the Ohio show, Columbus, and that is on August 18th and 19th. He has a Tim West Pipes and Pipe Repair card in there, and then we have, this would be my invoice, my receipt from eBay purchase, and then inside here we have the actual pipe. So let's see, I don't know, it said that they lightly clean them, but I'm not exactly sure what that means. So let's get this. Ooh, it is a Brigham. Oh, sorry about that, the lid just flopped down that I keep my cushions in. It is a patent era Brigham, but it has been polished a whole lot, which means that, and you probably can't see this, but which means that whenever it goes through the buffer multiple times, it has a tendency to pull off the engravings or the stamping, and you can still see the patent number in there. Brigham is kind of worn down, and then it is a shape 305 because it is a 3 dots, and it is this nice little bit, or this little Dublin. It is really cool, really cool pipe, and I really like this. And of course, because it is a Brigham, you know, that's what I said, I'm going to concentrate on my Brigham collection. It has been reamed, so that is really good. Let's pull it apart again. Oh, it does have a filter in it, but I can tell, or a distillator in it, but I can tell right away that that distillator has been used by somebody. You can tell by the coloration of it, and it's kind of dingy on this end. So I brought everything I need out here to get this pipe ready to be used, because I'm gonna load it up and I'm gonna enjoy it even with this cold. So the first thing I have is a little bottle of 151 proof of vodka, and I have a little, it's a fluffy BJ Long pipe cleaner. I'm gonna dunk it down inside here, and then I am going to take it inside the stem, and let's check out what it is like inside this stem. You know, if it's not too bad, then we'll be good to go. So, and it is not bad at all. It's actually come out pretty clean. So let me dry this thing out. There's a little bit of grunge right here on the edge. Now, I used to use bristled pipe cleaners inside the stem, and then I saw a couple videos, I think it was Ethan from Parsimonious Pipes, that suggested that you do not use bristled pipe cleaners inside the stem, especially with vulcanite stems, because it can cause scratches inside, which can lead to some issues. So whether that's true or not, I don't know, but I'm going to take Ethan for his word. I'm pretty sure it was Ethan. So I have another fuzzy one here, and the reason I like these extra fuzzy ones, or the thicker ones for the Brigham, is because of how wide that hole is there. You know, they seem to clean a little bit better. Otherwise, with a regular pipe cleaner, I double them over. So I dunk this down inside, and then I'm just going to go inside the stummel here, clean this out, make sure it's nice and clean, and it came out perfectly clean. Let's dry it out nice and dry, and then I will take a little bit of this brought a paper towel out. I don't need the whole big paper towel. It's a select size, so we only need half of it. So my wife's not going to see this video, but if she did, she'd be very proud of me. Put a little bit of that 151 proof vodka on there, and then I just wipe down the stem. Now this is a vulcanite stem, and I'm not really that concerned about it. And once the vodka hits it, you can actually see some places, like right through here, it's actually, there's still some oxidation on it, but it's not too bad. It's not bad at all. So I don't know if you can see the yellowish on the paper towel. The vodka actually pulled that off. I need to do a video. There's a product called CIF, CIF, that one of my viewers recommended for me. You use a little bit of that CIF with a damp magic eraser, and does wonders for oxidation. I mean absolute wonders. And he asked if I could get it in the United States, because I'm pretty sure he's from the UK, and they sell it on Amazon, and I picked up, I think it was 3 bottles of it for like 20 bucks. And it's actually a household cleaner, but again, it just does an amazing job. So yeah, I don't think that oxidation's worth me. Put my glasses back on here. I don't think that oxidation's worth me taking care of right now. So I did. Now this is the distillator that came with it, and I break those. That way I don't accidentally use it. I don't know why I have an issue with that, but I don't want to use somebody else's. This is a distillator that's in rotation. So I pull this out and rinse it off after use, and pull it out, rinse it off after use with some warm to hot water, let it dry, and then just stick it in the next pipe, and away I go. Okay, so now you'll see this a lot in Smarty Bob, especially, that he likes to break in new pipes with Carter Hall, and I agree with that wholeheartedly. Carter Hall, or a Burley blend, or even a straight Virginia, something that does not have any sort of flavoring at all, even though I don't really think it matters, because I don't dedicate pipes to different blends, different blend types, or anything like that. And I know a lot of folks do, and you know, and it works out really well for them, but I don't have that super tasting palate that I can taste things in. And to be honest with you, I don't mind if the first 4, 5, 10 puffs of a Virginia blend has a little hint of Latakia in it, or some Orientals. So that doesn't bother me at all. And I do have a couple pipes for heavy aromatics because I don't want a vanilla or cherry or anything like that coming through on an English blend or with a on an English blend or even with a Virginia. So I use Carter Hall, or like I said, a Burley base. I'm going to put these in my pocket. A Burley base to get started. So this is my giant tub of Carter Hall, and I think this is going to last me a really long time. This is my go-to when I work out in the yard or in the garage or anything like that. I have a little Wessex pouch that I put it in, and this is my absolute go-to. So let's load this pipe up. You know what, let me flip the camera around so you can see how I load these pipes up. Now, I'm not a believer in real strict methods of how to load a pipe. I don't believe in the whole 3-pinch method, the shake of hands of a child, a woman, or a man, because I think everybody has a different definition of what is firm, what is hard, what is light. So I have a tendency to just say the bottom part of the pipe needs to be a little loose, the middle part is medium, and the top part is firm. And again, I've said this in many videos before, firm doesn't mean hard. Munchop Piper did a video where if you push down on a marshmallow and it still springs up, that's what you want to have at the top of your pipe. So I have a tendency, you know, you can do the scoop method where you scoop it in, push it in, scoop it in, push it in, scoop it in, push it in, type of a thing. Then take a draw, make sure it's okay. Now I have a tendency, let me pull this out, and some folks would be like, oh, he pulled that tobacco into his pipe and then he's putting it back into the tin. You know what, that doesn't really matter. So I have a tendency, like out of a mason jar, I just do this. And, you know, it's not very scientific. I'm not pushing it in like really hard and firm to make it solid, but it is, I mean, I am using some pressure. And then I fill it up. I tend to have a tendency to fill up probably too close to the top than what I should. And look at that rim. That rim is just gorgeous. So that's it. That's all I do. And that's how I pack the pipe. And then take a little draw, and it is good to go. Yep, very good to go. So let me light this bad boy up and get back to you. Every time I draw on that, I always manage to get a couple pieces and bits in my mouth. So let me light this bad boy up and I will be back to you. And when I come back to you, I'm probably going to be a little shaded because I'm moving to the other side of the table now. Wow, absolutely love this thing. Fantastic. I probably should have let it dry just a little bit longer from cleaning it out with the vodka. I could taste a little bit of that boozy at the beginning, but this pipe is just like all of my other Brighams, it is a fantastic performer. It is nice and small. Here it is compared to a Zippo. The wind actually just blew a pipe cleaner right off the table. Here it is compared to a Zippo. You can see the top of the bowl is actually, you know, it's pretty small too. I'm gonna say it's half an inch, but it is absolutely incredible. I've probably gone through, you could tell from that picture, it's probably about a quarter of the bowl, and I absolutely love it. And Carter Hall is fantastic. So that's it, my friends. I hope you enjoyed my box opening, bag opening, whatever you want to call it, envelope opening. And stay tuned, because in the next few days to week, there will be more. So remember, it is better to pack that pipe light than it is to pack that pipe tight.